9 people are dead after a gunman storms into a South Carolina church and opens fire. And some new information on this, that the guy didn't just like break in and do this.
Exactly right. We just got an update from investigators as they continue to hunt for this killer. Let's check in with Cuthbert Langley. Of course, Charleston, South Carolina is his hometown. Good morning, Cuthbert. Can you give us the latest?
Good morning, Amy. What we know right now, what you guys were just speaking about, is something that will make you stop in your tracks this morning. The suspected shooter sat with the now victims inside of that church for more than an hour before opening fire, shooting and killing 9 people. We've just learned 3 men and 6 women are among those dead. Now, we do not know their identities yet. We're still waiting for the Charleston County coroner to release all of that information. And the mayor, as well as the police chief, just wrapping up a press conference with him in the last little bit. And just some perspective before we get to this here. This is the holy city. This is what Charleston is known for. If you come to the city, you see spires from the church steeples rising all over the place. To have this happen here, the mayor says, is an unspeakable tragedy. He said, quote, "The community will forever remember this night." We just got some of the suspect pictures in. These are some surveillance stills here. You see the white male there in his 20s with sandy blonde hair. That's the suspect leaving the church just moments after this deadly shooting. We've got another perspective for you here on this suspect now outside. There were security cameras both inside and outside of this historically black church in Charleston. He left the scene in this dark colored sedan. The chief describing him as a very dangerous individual. The mayor called him someone filled with hate, with a deranged mind. The most frightening thing this morning is that the chief says this guy could be anywhere along the East Coast or really anywhere in the United States. Let's take a look at some of this dramatic video from last night. You see people there praying, and that's exactly what they were doing inside of the church at the time. This happened around 9 p.m. Eastern time. This guy, again, sitting with these parishioners in their Bible study for an hour before shooting. We know that 3 people have survived this, but 8 people were found dead inside of the church you see right there. And what we know right now, again, none of the identities really have been released except for one, and that's Senator Clemente Pinckney. In addition to being a state senator, he also was the pastor of that church as well. You see his picture there. So now a desperate search, an intense manhunt is underway for this shooter. And this comes on the heels of that deadly officer-involved shooting where that black unarmed man was killed by that white police officer. And you didn't see the community out there in the streets violently protesting. Where you saw them was inside of those churches in the Holy City. Someone put it best this morning. We're known as the Holy City, but we went through hell tonight. And that truly is the best way to describe just a truly unthinkable tragedy. Of course, we'll have many more updates both on air and on News Channel 5 Plus coming up at 7 o'clock. But for now, we'll send it back upstairs to you.